心情暗自伤，多少快乐故事都随风儿去远方。
This dashcam footage was recorded in London on April 30th, 2023. A huge truck is about to cross the road and move in the right direction. As the massive truck attempted to cross the road, the gated crossing suddenly closed, forcing it to take a sharp turn to the right. Unfortunately, a car was blocking its path, leaving the truck with nowhere to go. In a matter of seconds, disaster struck as a high-speed train appeared out of nowhere, colliding with the helpless truck.
Industry's doing, I mentioned the reference to the so talked about. How would you like?
The impact was so intense that the truck was left unrecognizable. The debris of the truck was spread everywhere on the road.
Mentioned the reference to the so talked about. How would you like?
This dashcam recording was captured on a remote highway in Poland on April 17th, 2023. A truck is moving seamlessly on the road until the truck driver notices a green car coming from the opposite direction. The car driver had no idea that he was coming from the wrong end. Tragically, the two vehicles collided in a violent crash. It left the car mangled and the driver severely injured. The impact was so severe that the driver suffered multiple fractures and was left in critical condition. This gripping dashcam footage was captured on a rainy road in Norway on April 2nd, 2023. As a massive thunderstorm threatens to unleash its fury. As the truck waits at a traffic light, a car also pulls up alongside, waiting for the green light. Suddenly, the light changes, and the car attempts to move forward, but is immediately engulfed by a powerful gust of wind and rain.
3:15 p.m. Wednesday, the stage was 6.4 feet. Onward flooding is forecast. The river is...
Within moments, the car is completely obscured from view, swallowed up by the storm's ferocity. As the thunderstorm intensifies, the truck on the road struggles to maintain control, eventually flipping over in a violent crash. The driver was safe, however.
Several driveways and other minor roadways are affected. Water begins to enter some basements. Impact at 10.0 feet. High water isolates several houses, resulting in some evacuation. Impact.
This dashcam was recorded in Stafford, England on March 14, 2023. A group of cars find themselves stuck in a traffic jam. Suddenly, a deafening explosion rocks the area, unleashing a devastating shockwave that rips through everything in its path. As the force of the blast sends debris flying in all directions. Miraculously, no casualties are reported, but the destruction left in the wake of the explosion is nothing short of catastrophic. This chilling dashcam footage captures a harrowing scene on a dark and lonely road in New Jersey on April 3rd, 2023. A car makes its way through the midnight gloom with visibility at a minimum. The driver carefully navigates the twists and turns of the road, keeping a watchful eye out for any signs of danger. But when another car suddenly appears on the horizon, its blinding headlights cast a harsh glare across the road. Disaster strikes in the blink of an eye. Despite the driver's best efforts to avoid a collision, the two vehicles collide with a sickening crunch.
Watch yourself.
You alright? Yep.
Leaving both cars badly damaged and the driver in a state of shock. This dashcam recorded a frightening incident in New Haven, Connecticut on October 7th, 2022. The police were alerted to a car accident at the intersection of Chapel Street and Blatchley Avenue in the Fairhaven neighborhood. Upon arrival, the driver opened fire and shot Officer Chad Curry twice in the shoulder and ear.
Oh, stop
Officer Curry fought back, and the shooter, identified as 36-year-old Jose Claudio, fled the scene. After a manhunt, Claudio was located in a house on Putnam Street in Hartford and arrested without further incident. This dashcam was recorded on May 1st, 2023, on the Fairfax County Parkway in Virginia. At 11:38 a.m., a patrol officer was conducting a routine traffic stop when a black 2018 BMW M3 barreted down the road at breakneck speed, lost control, and careened into oncoming traffic. The BMW collided with a community member's vehicle, and then the officer's vehicle, narrowly missing the officer himself. The adult driver of the other vehicle sustained minor injuries, and the officer was also luckily unharmed. This dashcam was recorded on April 2nd, 2023, on a picturesque road in Cassia Vientana, Rome, Italy. A man was enjoying a drive and chatting away with his wife on the phone, oblivious to the impending danger. Suddenly, a truck loaded with metal bars approached from the opposite lane. The metal bars were not secured properly and flew off the truck, smashing into the front of the man's car and causing extensive damage. The man's peaceful drive was quickly turned into a nightmare, but he was fortunate enough to escape with his life. This dashcam was recorded on a road in Yichun, Jiangxi, China, capturing a terrifying incident that took place on April 5th, 2023. Two trucks were driving in the same direction when one of them tried to overtake the other. However, things went awry when the overtaking truck entered the opposite lane, resulting in a head-on collision that caused a massive explosion. The impact was so intense that it sent flames soaring into the air. Both drivers were severely injured in the accident, making it a harrowing reminder of the dangers of reckless driving on the roads. This dashcam was recorded on a rainy day in Moscow, Russia, on March 13th, 2023, when a routine left turn turned into a collision. The driver was cruising along at a constant speed, minding their own business. But as soon as they turned left, a car unexpectedly came hurtling towards them from the left direction. The driver hit the brakes hard, but it was too late. The two cars collided, resulting in a massive crash that left both vehicles mangled and damaged beyond repair. This dashcam was recorded in Melbourne, Australia on February 27th, 2023, when a cyclist's casual ride turned into a nightmare. As the cyclist was moving on the road, a car appeared out of nowhere. The car was driving at a constant speed until it decided to take a left turn and crashed into the cyclist. The impact was so massive that the cyclist was thrown off his bike and onto the road. This dashcam was recorded on a rainy day in Ireland on March 15th, 2023. A truck driver was cruising down the highway. Suddenly, he came across a line of vehicles that were not moving. Despite his best efforts to hit the brakes, his speed was too fast, resulting in a horrifying crash that left up to 3 vehicles damaged.
which is the most selfish person I know, and my biggest support. To the footy club, I won't be able to get through everyone, but
The first car that was hit was so badly damaged that it looked like its parts were scattered all over the road. It was a heart-wrenching scene to witness, but thankfully, no casualties were reported.
To the footy club, I won't be able to get through everyone, but the staff and...
This dashcam was recorded in Florida on March 8, 2022. A heroic act by a Florida Highway Patrol trooper risked her own safety to protect thousands of Skyway 10K runners from a suspected DUI driver. The footage captures the moment when the trooper puts herself in harm's way, running towards the oncoming vehicle to try and stop it. The trooper knew that someone was coming from the opposite end, and it was none other than the suspect. The suspect tried to turn his vehicle, but it was blocked by the trooper. This made the suspect crash into his own vehicle. Despite the car crashing through the trooper's car, the trooper remains determined, finally stopping the driver and taking him into custody.